Yo, what's up? What's up? We
Wait.
got a stormtrooper right there. Yo, guys, my special guest right here, man. You guys know him. He's probably the what he's a original member of the Jabbawockeez, an original member. All right, but then you also know out of the Bay Area, Jughead Tribe, Jedi Clan, Mindtricks. Um, Actually, down in LA, member of the Groovaloos. He is extraordinaire dancer, choreographer, director. Oh, I forgot to mention Culture Shock, San Francisco. Um, Boy, this is my boy Randy Wish One Bernal. You got your black stormtrooper hat going.
That's
What's
right.
up, baby? What's up, baby? How
How's
you
it
doing,
going? What
bro?
up, party people?
Man,
What up, brother?
hey, this interview is long overdue, man. So, first of all, for those that don't recognize your face, can you show your face real quick?
No, fuck that. I'm just playing. What up, everybody?
Yeah, dope, dope. All
If
right,
you
you
guys
can
don't
put
know,
you
my
can put
name
it.
is Randy. I go by Wish, and I like dancing. I like
You,
music.
you're more than just like it. You're really really good at it. So let's
I
do
live and
this,
breathe this
man.
shit.
Let's take us back, dude. Take us back to the history. I mean, you got tons of stories, and I know quickly ahead of time you're a busy man. I know you got to head out pretty soon, but I want to try to get as much stories out of you as possible. Let's
So
take
we're,
us
we're
back
gonna have
though,
to break this into segments. You know what I'm
for
saying? So that
sure,
way we can cover everything.
for sure, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just hanging out is long overdue, man. So this is really cool. Thank you so much for having me come through. And what's up to everybody watching? Yo,
That's
what
right.
up?
That's right. Hey, we are live. In case if you're watching right now, either on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, drop it in the chat right now. We get to see you. Chat with us as we take you back and learn some Bay Area history, some Wish One history. Okay, so let's start from the get go, man. Let's start from right from the beginning, dude.
Okay.
Um, Bay Area, take us back. How did you get started, brother?
Um, First I was born, and then I went to school. No, just kidding. You mean like with hip hop, like with music? Like you got to be a little bit more specific because
Okay, okay. I know.
dance,
Yeah, I'm sorry
b-boying,
about that.
popping, locking, house, like
Let's
dog.
start with
Go.
dance groups. What's the first group that you were involved in?
Oh shit. Uh,
This is some
that's
Bay
like
Area history
junior
right
high
there.
school stuff, dog, and you're
All
taking
right.
it way, way back.
That's right,
Um,
man. We need that.
Shit,
We need that. Was there
man.
an act
I,
four?
yeah, that's actually high school.
Okay.
So we can go there because if we're gonna go pre high school, man, that's gonna take it like really, really far back. But yeah,
Maybe, yeah, maybe if you remember. But
Act
let's
Four. That's probably one of the most notable crews that I got down with. Big shout out to Dennis de Guzman and the whole crew, man. Everybody was so dope. But yeah, man, Dennis basically took me under his wing. I got to live with that fool and grew up
wait,
in his house.
time out. Dennis de Guzman. Is that J.R. de Guzman's brother?
J.R. de Guzman. Yeah, back in the day, yeah, he was just J.R. But yeah, yeah, it's crazy seeing how JR's come up, and it's like the seed doesn't fall far from the tree. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
Dennis was a freaking legend. Like that
Mm.
guy, super like just a great individual, great human being, and his talent and his skill was just like unsurpassed. You know what I'm saying? He could pick up anything and just kind of learn it. You know what I mean? I met him in high school through like graffiti, through
Mm.
tagging, and then later on we started dancing, and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty tight, you know. And the more I practiced with him and learned, and eventually I found out that he had other crews going on, and I was like, wow, okay, so I need to step up my game. So I started practicing harder and trying to learn as much as I could about the art. And eventually I got down with Act Four, and they were like one of my first stepping stones to performing in like in front of big crowds. Like I remember one show we did was Santa Clara County Fairgrounds for like I don't think it was a World War event, but it was pre that, or it might have been one of the first ones. I forget, but somebody's got that footage. I remember.
Tell us
Um,
about World War events.
oh fuck,
What is World War events?
World War. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay, so that was like the super competition of like all the best of the best, and a showcase of like all the craziest hip hop artists that were around that time.
And for those that don't know, can you give us a setting? Where are we and when are we?
Well, right now we're in 2020.
World War, buddy.
I'll just play. Let's see. Damn, man. It was at Santa Clara County Convention, not the convention center, but the Santa Clara Fairgrounds. There you go.
Okay,
My
Santa
bad.
Clara Fairgrounds.
I remember the finals because that shit was insane.
This
And
is
so
why you're in high school then, right?
yeah, this is like transitioning now into this is now Jughead and Jedi Clan. So we're
Okay.
kind of fast forwarding a little bit because Act 4 was just like my breaking grounds to
Okay.
start doing shows, and that's when we connected to Tribal Connection, and
Okay.
that was huge. That was like the huge like alliance of all the dance crews and DJ crews and party crews in the Bay Area.
Can you name some of the groups that you remember?
Fuck. Okay, Majestic Impressions, Dice, Gentlemen in Gear, Exquisite Sounds, DJ Jazzy Jim, Act 4, Jedi Clan, Jughead Tribe. Oh my god, Dangerous Image was actually an affiliate of that.
Okay.
Dang, there's so many, man. Crack House, 8 Ball crew from Santa Clara. Can't forget about them. Shoot, man, there's so many to name.
Okay.
So many.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
It was big. But Dice, that was another big group. I think I may have named them already, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Flip Image. Oh shit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mom's
Yeah.
gonna kill me for not saying that one.
Right. Right.
Is
So yeah, we just had Ron last week too. So he talked about how him and you connected, right?
Oh shit.
But-
I missed that, man. I came in too late. Oh, and I
But-
see Barb's in the chat. What's up, Barb? Big shout out to
Barbara.
you.
That's right. That's right. Community Street Jam representing over there, representing Redwood City. What's up, Barbara?
Hell
All right.
yeah.
All right, Randy. So let's talk about how you got hooked up with Jughead. And was that the first time you saw G? And when I say G, I'm talking about Gary Kendall for those that don't know.
That is correct. Yeah, you're right on all counts. So let's see. Jughead, I was actually drawn to another crew at the time, but it kind of just fell into the lap of Jughead Tribe. So yeah, we're bringing the stories out, guys. Sorry.
Bring it out, baby.
All right, so here's the juice. So I was trying to get down with a crew called Jedi Clan because they dance and they had the sickest freaking routines, and I was just like, yo, that's dope. And I was trying to coordinate, and try to do choreographed routines and sets because at the time it was hardcore on the breaking, which I had no problem with. But I was just like,
do you remember the names of the Jedi Clan fellas?
Yeah, Jeff McQuindang, John Mendoza, Lloyd Landero, Joel Landero. Shit, I forget his last name, but Lorente and V Corey Tran. Man, and the girls who also turned into Illidel. So the Jedi girls. Big shout out to D. Oh man, Donna Cedro, rest in peace. Yeah. That's my girl right there.
Yep.
But yeah, so I would hook up at their practices. I think we started practicing at my boy Nate's house. Big shout out to Nate Yap, Giz Daddy. Anyway, we were practicing in his backyard, and I would start. I was starting to learn the routines, and I was like, dude, this is so dope. And then at the same time, like we were practicing with Ron and the rest of the guys, and he was just like, nah, dude, you're gonna be Jughead. I'm like, we're learning the routines. I was like, oh shit, my bad. Okay, fine, whatever, dude. Let's just do this. And eventually we became a part of Jedi Clan, but thus began my journey with Jughead. So peer pressure led me into that. Yeah. No problem with that. I ain't complaining because, dude, we were all part of the same family. Yeah. So, but just at that time, we had to focus on Jughead. So we did that, and we tried to help out with the routines and stuff like that, and that was super fun. It was just challenging because everybody was like kind of like on different levels as far as dance, but everybody had the passion, so that drive was there. I didn't meet G until like maybe early 90s. So he showed up at one of the practices, him and his cousin Rodney, and they were the freaking dynamic duo, bro. Like these guys, holy shnikes. Like I would never ever want to be in a battle with Ron as my partner and these two guys in the cypher because it's done already. These guys had like all the tricks. Like they had like shit that you would see like in street shows or like stuff that you would see in competitions, because the stuff is like, how you gonna top this? What I mean? They came with it. Like they did like all these dual backflips and tricks and flip me and flip you and all these little dude, it was super dope.
Wait, so
And not only that, their choreography, like their dance moves were just like, dog,
yeah,
we already see it's official. Like, dog, we already know that you have vocab because you don't repeat your shit. You know what I mean? You're
yeah,
on point, you're full out, and your dance moves like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck you're doing, but I want to learn it. Can I learn?
right,
Can
right.
I be down? And yeah, dude. So luckily he was at our practices and we all connected. And dang,
But like
that
when
was
he
an
came
insane
in,
time.
was
Yep.
he already Jughead when he came in? Like,
I don't know
uh,
exactly the time and who brought him down, but it was like it was meant to be.
yeah,
Like that had to happen. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because the creative heads just started to blossom. You know what I'm saying? Like big shout out to Mike Agilon, DJ Quicksilver. Yo, he's one of the first people that I've ever seen DJ who can dance.
Mm,
I first went to this party way back in the day. This is like it might even be like pre Act Four. I
mm.
went to this house party and it was in my neighborhood and it was outside. And I remember I didn't know anybody, but I just heard about this party, so I just came to check it out because it's nearby. Find out later that it was Majestic Impressions and Dangerous Image, and it was Sound Force 2 who was DJing, which was Sergi, and then Mike Agilon at the time who was what are they called, West Wave Sounds. And I was tripping out because I've never been to a party with so many people, and I was kind of feeling awkward because I didn't really know nobody, and I was just like, wow, all these people are freaking dancing. It's like I'm watching a movie or something. It's like, how come you guys talk, but you guys are dancing more than anything? So I was just like, wow, this is crazy. The energy is insane.
But
And
hey,
to
let me
be
take
quick,
it.
take it from the tables to the floor and then back to the tables. That shit inspired me. And
But
big
like,
shout out to him. He's Jughead Tribe.
let me ask you that at that time, how confident were you with your own dance ability? Like when you watch all these guys, were you like, oh my God, they're all better than me? Or were you
Oh,
like,
for sure. Yeah. Because they all spoke another language. You know what I'm saying? It's like imagine you go to a dance class, right? And you've never taken a class from this choreographer before and you've never seen their style.
yeah,
You're gonna feel alienated. Yeah. And so
right.
it's just like, yo, everybody was on this tip. They all had the steez, and it's like, I'm a new guy. Hi. It's
Yeah.
Saturday.
So the entire night, did you even dance or were you just like just
I
trying
was
to
just
absorb?
chilling. Yeah, I was just soaking in the vibe, which is really cool. You know what I mean? It was just a dope thing for me to experience. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it was like it was scary because it was exciting. It was something new and uncharted territories for me. And as they say, growth is just right outside your comfort zone. So I was just trying to step out my comfort zone and be more social.
Man, that's so important to share because I think a lot of people now, if they look at you, right? I mean, obviously a member of the Jabberwocky and Groovaloos and Mindtricks, all these high accolade. It's hard for people to really imagine, like, wow, Randy was actually scared at one time. So
Dog,
that's
scared all the time. I'm scared now. You guys are making me nervous. I see Lloyd's in here, so I'm hella nervous now. He's gonna freaking kick my ass, bro.
what's up,
What's up,
Lloyd?
Lloyd?
That's fam right there for sure.
Man,
But okay, so how about this, man? Take us to when did you actually feel like, yo, my skill is actually on par with the rest of these guys? How long did that take you, and was this something that just triggered it?
I'm still not there, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm always a student. Like you try to push me in a cipher, I'm the first person to be like, nope.
So
I'm still
humble.
I'm still fighting them demons. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is for everybody.
That's
You know,
true.
the second you lose that,
Yeah.
it changes everything. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
that's a great point. So I actually jump to a point where now, what actually gives you the courage to do it? I mean, you say that you're scared to do it, but at every party, at every cipher, you go and represent. There's something in you that tells you, I gotta go represent.
it's the
So
music. The
it's the
music,
music.
the music, yeah, it's like once you let the music take you, you know what I'm saying? Once you just like let go of your inhibitions, and that's really hard to do. Like even to this day,
Mm,
like I can even attest that every single time that I've went out with all the homies,
hmm.
like that shit is always in my nerves. You know what I'm saying? My
Mm,
nerves are always getting the best of me,
yeah.
and that's something that you got to fight. You got to fight that fear. And as I grew up, like say like certain disciplines that I learned from other arts that I've studied, um, they teach you to face that fear head on, lean forward into it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you're gonna learn. Because we're here to learn by experience. So you got to experience that. You got to go through that fear. You got to embrace it. I'm saying that as a mental note for myself because I'm scared.
No, that is so true, man. Thanks for sharing that too,
It's a
because
human thing. It's a human thing, but we all face it. You know,
right,
you go into a new cipher and it's like all these heavy hitters, and you're like, oh shit, dude, am I gonna
yeah,
look like a fool? Am I gonna lose the beat?
yeah,
Then you start over analyzing, and that's the worst thing to do. You know, the
right,
best thing to do is just go out there and be a fool. Like one thing that I learned from living in LA, like auditioning, is like, you know, you're competing against hundreds of people trying to gun for the same job, and
right,
so your nerves are always going to get the best of you. So
right.
some of the folks that I've seen who are pros at this, they just act a fool.
Mm,
They do the worst thing possible, so you've already done the worst thing. Everything's going to be better after that.
mm, mm.
That kind of
So
stuck with me in a different way, but yeah.
yeah, actually, curious there, because we were just talking about, you starting out in the Bay Area. We're talking about the South Bay, San Jose,
Mhm.
and then now you mentioned that you lived in LA. So
Yep.
can you curious, when did you move down there, to LA, and what was
Yeah.
your time there like?
So I was only trying to test the waters in about like 2001, just to check it out for the summer.
Hmm.
And then we got spoiled. We landed that Pepsi gig. Remember that shit? Oh,
I remember, but I wasn't part of it, and I was pretty pissed. But
yeah.
that's all right. Go ahead.
We all went for the Dasani commercial after that one. Remember that? Oh snap, that was crazy. But anyway, yeah. So got lucky and landed a freaking industrial gig, like a huge like residual check gig, and that's
Yeah,
big.
yeah,
And we didn't just like get featured in that commercial. We were choreographing it,
yeah.
so it was like serious.
Let, actually, I want to jump in here real quick. So what happened was, I forgot what we're talking about, 2000 or something like that, right?
Yeah, we're
So
jumping to 2001 ish, 2000. Yeah, yeah,
right. So before Randy moved down to LA, most of us, Mindtricks, we're still living in the Bay Area, San Jose area.
yeah.
So for us to go down to LA, it's at least a 5 hour, almost 6 hour,
Six and a
six
half,
hour. Yeah, depending on traffic. So
and
uh
depending on who's driving.
right. So what we have to do is we probably leave home around midnight or 1 a.m.
Or
for
two
or
after
for
practice at Dad's Attack.
right, for a 8 o'clock call time for an audition.
Yep.
So that's where we were. We were driving down 6+ hours to get
Hustle.
there.
Yep.
And the audition was probably 3 to 5 minutes, because they see
But
you.
waiting time in between then could be
Right,
forever.
right. And once they see you, they say, okay,
That's it.
cool.
Boom. Thank you.
Um, we'll give you a call back. So that was pretty frustrating, and I think that was probably why, one of the good reasons why you would want to move down there for. So when Randy is saying test the waters, this is what he means, like test the waters as in going to either the Hollywood dance scene or whatnot, because
Mhm.
up in the Bay Area, it's
There was no. I mean, there was a scene, but it wasn't in like an industry. You know what I'm
right,
saying? It wasn't like, what's the word? Like you can make money off of it. It was
right,
lucrative.
right.
You know,
So how tough was it going down there?
it was hella tough, bro. I mean, at first because we booked that gig, it was great.
Yeah,
You know, but there's always that cold season. You know what I mean? When
yeah,
the work doesn't come. You know,
right,
and so
right.
it's like you got to find ways to make money. And so it's just
Because
like,
you got to
oh
pay
shit.
rent and all that stuff.
You still got to live. Yeah, for sure. You know, those residual checks will end as soon
Hmm.
as, they stop airing the commercial.
Right,
And so, we were living fat for a minute, and I was just like, okay, so now we need to stack. So how am I going to make this happen? And
right.
so luckily at the time I was like, trying to push my DJing as well,
Hmm.
and count my blessings. I locked down a couple of residencies, and they helped me survive. You know what I'm saying? That and doing shows, like
Hmm.
auditioning and doing shows with the Groovaloos and little odd jobs here and there, performing or teaching. I taught a
Actually,
lot.
actually, tell us about the Groovaloos. How did you get involved with the Groovaloos?
Okay, so let's see. The first time I seen them was from one of my old students at Dance Attack. He was doing an industrial show for Skechers, and the Groovaloos were a big part of that show. They casted like all kinds of dancers, and they were super good. And that was the first time I've ever seen like a big troop of little kids, and then adults, and then like teens, and then like all different ages just freaking kill it.
Hmm.
And I was just like, wow,
Hmm.
okay, so this is what you could do with it. And I see the Groovaloos, and I'm just like, wow, these guys are super killing it. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah,
saw, um, prior to this, I saw this production show called Jam on the Groove,
yeah,
and that was during Jedi Clan days.
yeah.
And I was just like blown away. That changed my whole game as far as dance and choreography and storytelling and putting on productions.
Mm-hmm.
That opened my eyes to like how you can make your moves speak for the music. You know what I'm saying? So like you're the visual representation of that sound.
So for those that don't know Jam on the Groove, can you quickly explain what Jam on the Groove is?
Holy shnikes. That was one of the first stage productions that I've seen. I can't say it's the first ever done, but they freaking showcase breaking and hip hop and popping and locking and waving in such a form that you don't have to be a dancer to love and appreciate the art, because they were the music and the athleticism and the finesse and the performance and the passion that they put in their show was just like, oh my God, this is what we need to do. This is the direction. It was just like somebody just showed us the light, like, here you go. And I was like, oh, okay. So everything that we did prior to that, like as far as dancing and choreography, was counts, which basically meant like you could do this to anything. You know, whatever song is playing on the radio, whatever you hear in the club, whatever somebody, you know, is jamming out to, you can do the same routine to. But once I saw that show, it was just like, oh, these guys have moves for that song. Like if you guys know that song, Moments in Love from Art of Noise. Oh my God, that song. Hold on, let me play that shit for you real quick. Because dude, they did this piece called Moments and it just killed it. Like I wasn't even into popping and locking and waving as much at that time. But when I saw that, I was just like, yo,
I want to do this.
They were the music.
Yeah.
And that shit blew my mind. So hang on a second. Let me just.
We might not be able to play it for too long.
No. Just to give them an idea.
Yeah,
so this is a remix of it. This isn't the original, so please bear in mind.
Okay.
Here. Let's see if you can hear that. Can you hear the birdies? Can you hear the bitch? I'm gonna go to the first key point. Yeah.
That's
so
it.
They had dancers move to each specific sound.
Yeah.
So somebody had the snaps.
Yeah.
Somebody had the bass. Boom. Boom, boom,
boom. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the other person had the and it was like an a cappella group of dance.
Yeah.
And that shit was just it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how music is visually, because like, you know, back then at that time, like we would see dope dances and grooves, and if it hits the beat, dope.
Yeah.
But this was specific.
Yeah.
And so that changed the game for me, because after that we were choreographing to specific songs.
Right.
Instead of just counts.
Right.
And I'm sorry, I totally jumped off topic because we were talking about something else.
No, perfect. I mean, this is how. I mean, like we said early on,
get over here.
This is just going to be us, you know, talking, sharing stories. It's going to be multiple sections. And we were actually talking about Groovaloos, by the way.
Yes. So Groovaloos, I got connected to them through that first gig that one of my students did, and they brought down the footage to Dance Attack, where we used to practice, and I used to teach. Thanks to the Pinto family and G got me that job teaching there.
Yeah.
So we saw the footage, and I was immediately like blown away, and I was like, "Yo, this is basically what I was trying to do after I saw Jam on the Groove."
Yeah.
Because their production was just so on point, and their breaking was just so on point.
Yeah.
You know, their timing, everything, it was just like precise. And I was like, yo, this is the caliber we need to step up to, guys.
Yeah.
And so then I started to try to find ways to make our mixes more like exciting and also draw the people in, you know? And so for Groovaloos, I started, they recognized me through DJing more. And so I started DJing their practices. I would go to their groove night practices, and oh my God, if you want to talk about being starstruck for dancers, this is the spot. Oh my gosh. So the first time I went, it's just like I sat in the corner and was just like tripping balls of just like who was in there.
Yeah.
Everybody you see, from a music video to a Janet Jackson tour to freaking B-boy videos.
Yeah.
You know, Strategic Monsters and stuff like that. You know, we see everybody that you see that's super dope all in one room, vibing out, being stupid and playing around and just being human. And at the same time, I'm just like, wow. This is crazy.
But Brandy, do you think at the same time some of them were looking at you like, oh damn, that's W1shOne?
They didn't know who the fuck I was. They were just like, who the hell is this guy? But I got to know some of the folks, and I learned that they were human, and you know, they were superheroes still, but like
Yeah.
They're people just like us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was just like, oh shit, this is
Yeah.
crazy. You guys are all hanging out afterwards just like we would. You guys are all
Yeah.
gonna go eat after like we would. Holy snappies. So it was
Yeah.
dope. You know, and they booked me on a couple of gigs to do DJing, strictly DJing. And they saw me practicing on the side while they were working on their staging.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, we didn't know you break. And then Poe goes, yeah, dude, this is freaking Wish from the Bay. You guys don't know Mindtricks? Damn.
Yeah.
Thank God he stepped up and said something because they didn't know who the hell I was. They were just like, okay, cool, DJing, dope. And they're like, yeah, why don't you practice with us more? And so they invited me to dance more, and who helped me a lot? Afion Crockett really pushed me a lot.
Okay.
Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Steve Stanton, the boogeyman. Oh man, that's my bro right there. And who's not a part of Groovaloos, but a big part of the family is Super Dave. Super Dave Royster. That's my bro right there. Love that guy. Big shout out to you, man. They pushed me to be better. And also Ariston. I got give a big shout out to Ariston, B-Boy Romine. I connected with him when I first moved to LA a lot. And I would just try to train and practice with him and Crumbs. Luckily, you know, we got to get session a whole bunch of times and talk about music and stuff. And here's a kind of funny story. So when I would go to their house and they'd be like, yeah, if we're not here, our roommate will let you in or something like that. And I would be like, okay, well, I kind of feel uncomfortable. Yes, they're like, it's all good. I think he knows you. His name is Joseph. I was like, I don't really know anybody out here, bro. And then I come to find out later, Joseph is Jokoi.
What?
I was like, what the fuck? That's
Wait, hold on. So when they say Joseph,
his name is Joseph.
But you didn't. Did you know that he was a comedian at the time?
I knew of him and I seen his work, but I didn't like know him. And I was just like, because whenever I went to the house, he was never there. He was probably like doing work or something like that.
But he wasn't as big back then, though, right?
No, but you know, a working comedian, you know, doing what you got to do.
Yeah.
But I remember his name from back then. I just didn't know who it was until like later, and I was just like, oh snack,
dude, that's a dope connection right there.
That is crazy. Hella crazy, but
that's dude.
But yeah, so back to the Groovaloos story. They recognized me for my dancing, and they pushed me to practice with them more. And then they started to like, okay, so what are you? Are you b-boy? Are you popper? Are you locker? Choreography? What do you do? Yeah, and I was just like, I like to do them all.
Everything.
I'm not the best at either of them. I suck at all of them. You know, because coming out there, I felt confident because you know, coming from the Bay, doing our Mindtricks thing, we were kind of like, you know, pretty good. Yeah. But coming to LA, it's like bottom of the totem pole, bro. I had to learn how to write with my left hand instead of my right. You know? This is the way to 6-step. This is the way you wrist roll. This is the way you pop. This is the way you Fresno. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn everything from square one right over again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm not complaining. I'm so blessed, and I love sharing what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? Because these people learn from the originals and they pass it down to me. Yeah. And it's like, whenever I teach, I try to put like little pieces of what I've learned from everybody. Especially, I try to put a lot of G in what I teach. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to teach, especially his choreography. Yeah. I love to teach his shit because, dog, that's what molded us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I mean, thanks for sharing that. One big aspect of the of your story down there is, tell me about the formation of Jabbawockeez. Okay. Because it happened when you were down there, right? Okay. Go ahead, take it.
Okay, so everybody's got a different partake on this, but for me, the way was, let's see, how can I break it down? I was sitting on this genre of music, and I wanted to put it in our shows. I wanted to find some way to bring this out because the stuff that we've been choreographing has been pretty tight, but they all had lyrics, and this stuff was really like instrumental and glitchy, kind of like Glitch Mob. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the Bangers. I'm talking about them. And so I wanted to find some way to bring out their music. And at that time, G was talking about, he went to some show. I don't even remember where he went to, but he came back after a trip and he goes, I found it. I know what we're going to do. And I was like, okay, tight. What? He goes, we're going to dance no face. And I was like, what does that mean? No face. What are you smoking, bro? But then he was serious. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie called Night at the Museum, but there's these soldiers statues, and they don't have a face on. You don't see anything. It's like seeing a stocking, but you can't see through it. And so that's what Gary was trying to emulate. He was trying to emulate nothing. Like you can't see, you have no idea what it is, if it's a boy or girl, teenager, adult, whatever, only by their size. And so that's what he was trying to emulate. And so with Jabba, we went through so many different phases of masks, man. Oh my God. None of them worked. I mean, some of them kind of did, but nah. Even the one that it ended up with is still not. I don't feel like it's the best because it's gonna start here and you're gonna see it perfectly. Your eyes are aligned, but then after the second or third day count, it's like shifted, and your sweat is gonna be dripping out. They're gonna be like, "Bro, you crying? No, man, I'm sweating, dog. Can't see through this shit." And breathing. That's another thing. That's freaking hard as hell in that mask. It's like we had to learn how to breathe very carefully because you're doing some crazy choreography and breaking. And you got to breathe and stay in control.
Yeah.
And it's like easy to hyperventilate in that shit because there's just like little tiny ass holes to breathe.
Yeah.
But the way I see it was formed, I was sitting on this genre and I was living in LA.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find a way to bring Mindtricks down south. You know what I'm saying? Because power in numbers, right?
Yeah.
And so I was feeling the bite of the coldness of living in SoCal and the industry life. And I was like, yo, I feel like if we had the rest of the crew here, we freaking take over like we should have when we did our street dance championships. You know what I'm saying? If we took that run and rode that wave, it would have been a much different ballpark, a bit a different game. But so I was there and I was just like, okay, how can we make this happen? And at the time, Joe and Kevin from Mindtricks and Kaboom Squad, they had relocated to San Diego.
Okay.
They were living out there. Okay. And so they were trying to create something too. And I was like, okay, that sounds kind of tight. What can we do? And Raiden hit me up and goes, yo, the guys are trying to make a whole new crew. What can we do? Let's make something. Yeah. And I was like, okay, that sounds dope. What are we gonna call it? And I was like, dude, I'm down to make another Mindtricks. Let's make a freaking SoCal chapter, dog. Let's grow this shit. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. And then Joe had the idea of changing it and making a whole new identity. And I was like, that sounds dope too. But we already kind of established. I was really leaning on pushing the Mindtricks. But the guys were like, no, let's make something brand new. And I was like, all right, that works too. Whatever you say, let's do it. Whatever you have. Yeah. And then they Joe said, we're going to be calling it Jabbawockeez. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. That's dumb, bro. That's like calling it Jughead. Yeah. Yeah. But who knew? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, for real. But all right, it's going to be original. Who would have ever thought, you know? And at the time, everybody was kind of riding on, certain kind of clicky names. Somebody will name something interesting, and then they'll all kind of bite that idea. Yeah. And so Jabbawockeez is totally left field. Right. And that's kind of what our style was. Right. Like for me, a Jabberwocky style is finding what everybody else is doing and do that left side. Yeah, do something different. But or find ways to make it relevant, but then flip it. So that way it's not, you know what I mean? If it's a kickball change, it's a kickball slide. You know what I mean? Something different. But that was my thought on creating the crew, was trying to create something, a breath of fresh air, because at the time I was blessed to be able to judge and to help out a lot of competitions, collegiate competitions like Pulse, Vibe, and UCI, and all those crazy college competitions. That shit was insane. But like seeing the same types of things, same influences for all day from troops of 101 damn Asians, you get tired of it. And it's like, okay, we need something different, because dog, if I hear another Missy remix, oh my God. Right. But you know what I mean? And so we were trying to think of what is everybody doing? What can we do to make something different? And open people's eyes at the same time, And so thus born the Jabbawockeez. We had our first show in 2003. Yeah. We had a dope show at the Conga Room. Big shout out to Shelly Odo for that one. And big shout out to Culture Shock for our first debut performance in 2003 for the Culture Shock Showcase in San Diego. And the rest is history, man. It's crazy.
That's dope, man. That's a great story. I want you to see if you can share some lessons, because being in all these different groups, right? There's probably some, I'm sure there's tons of lessons. What are some of the lessons that you learned being in all these different groups? Okay. Such as like
all of them? Okay, so first, to be down and to be at that caliber, your focus has to be like laser sharp. So see this? You have to be able to do that. If you can't do that, then just forget it.
That's the
That is the
that's your
secret of life.
audition requirement. Huh?
Yeah. If you pass, you pass. Done. Send him to Hollywood. No, man, I learned so many different lessons. One I learned from the Talawega brothers. Big shout out to Rich and Tone from Housing Authority. When I first moved out there, they were saying, bro, you need to master your craft first. Because if you come out here and try to represent and you ain't on your shit, this next dude already is on his shit and he's going to kill it. So you better freaking represent and master your craft. So you can bring out your gift and share it in the right light. That's something I learned from them. Let's see. What would be another good one? Something I learned from a movie called The Mystery Men, The Sphinx. He says, never doubt your power, because for then you'll give power to your doubt.
Oh, very nice.
That's crazy, right?
Very nice.
That's from a movie.
Yeah. So wise.
Yeah, dude. That dude should write fortune cookies. But anyway, I don't know. Have fun with what you do if this is what your passion is. You know what I'm saying? Because the moment you stop having fun, you're gonna feel the change in the dynamics. You know what I'm saying? So try to have fun with whatever it is you do. Yeah. There's a song, I forgot who the artist is, but it's an R&B jam, and it goes, love what you do and do what you love.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it.
Hey, quick shout out to Ron. Thanks for dropping in, brother.
Oh shit, I'm in trouble.
No, he just said, yeah, mystery man.
I'm just Dougie.
Oh man, I have something that I was going to ask you real quick too.
Yes, I'm single.
That's right. Matter of fact, what I want to do is can I show off your Twitch page? Because you know, we talk about I'm
trying to grow the channel, guys. Come through. If you guys are watching on YouTube or Facebook, make the switch to Twitch.
Switch to Twitch. I love that. Let me see if I can show it off real quick.
Show that shit.
Yeah, actually, you know what? While we're doing that, can you talk about what DJing, you know, is like for you, and how did you get into it? And
DJing is like fun. No, I don't know. I started DJing at like a really early age. I first got into it from like, I don't know. I first got exposed to the whole hip hop culture at a very young age. But unfortunately, at that time, there were no schools for it, no ways to educate yourself. So you had to go and find the information.
Well, you know, as long as I've known you, I mean, you've always been the one that's been doing our mix. When I say our mix, I'm talking about Mindtricks and stuff. And I'm assuming that, you know, that's something that you kind of keep carrying forward. When did that start?
Like doing mixtapes or doing mixes for shows?
Doing mixes for shows.
That just started when I started doing performances, like in Jughead Tribe. You know, we needed mixes to perform to. At that time, we were lucky because we had Jazzy Jim and we had DJ Quicksilver and DJ Dave Dynamics from Three Style Attractions. Those guys were super dope and helped us with our music a lot. And then as it transitioned later, I started getting more into my DJing and honing in on my skills, and started doing the mixes. And I just wanted to follow in their footsteps and make the best mixes possible. So that way people will like, after the show, yo, that performance was dope, but can I get that mix though? That's the kind of mentality that I wanted to try to build on. So I just
even back then. So I'm saying Jughead to Jedi to Mindtricks. You've been doing the mixes, the dance.
Yeah,
mixes.
I mean, before I got down with Jedi, they had other DJs do their stuff, and they had other guest DJs doing their mixes and stuff. I came in later in the game, and then just kind of learned from them, you know, because it was really difficult to coordinate the timing to get with the DJ to do the mix, because it would take all day. We have to listen to their music and be like, okay, we want this much and that much and this much and that much. I remember one time we went to the Bay Area DJ Mixtress. We were at her pad for like days just trying to work on a mix, and I don't even think we even left with one. I don't remember leaving I don't know, Lloyd, Jeff, if you guys are in the chat, chime in, let me know. Did we ever leave with the mix? I don't remember. But I remember going to her place to work on it. That's all I remember. But yeah, dude. So it was hard to work on that stuff. But when I finally got the gear, I got a little 4-track cassette mix thing, multi-track recorder, and hooking it up to the turntables and the tape cassette decks, and you know what I mean, and just trying to make that shit work. DJ press play mixes. It worked, you know, and we had cool mixes, and you know, we were just limited to the music we had and our creativity.
Man, that's dope. Hey, I want to ask you one last major question, which is, if
let me ask you something. Let me ask you. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
If let's say this, if you were to start all over today, like for some reason, let's say you lost all your dance skills, lost all your DJing skills and everything, and if
I lost the dance part for sure.
But if you were to start a group today, right, how would you do it? Given all the technology that you have and all the resources that you have, that you know, that everybody has with YouTube and everything, how do you start something like that today?
They would be CGI. They would be computer digitally animated dancing,
like your mask.
Pretty much. No. I don't know, man, because like if I were to put on a production and I would want to audition like the best of the best, I would want the illest hybrid dancers that I could find that could do multiple styles, that can kill it in multiple styles, because that's what it takes to kill it in the industry.
Let me rephrase that. Let's say you are trying to learn to dance, right?
Oh,
not put on a show. You're trying to learn to dance, because most kids right now that you know, they're just watching YouTube, right? They're watching tons of stuff. Yes. Is that how you would go about it to learn to dance, or how would you do it?
For this day and age, that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? Back then, when I first started, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have the internet. We had to go out there and find it. Like, all that we had was music videos, if they had any, or movies. Beat Street, Breakin', Flashdance.
Yeah.
Wild Style, if you got lucky. You know, that didn't come till later. You know, that's when people started putting out the VHS tapes of dope footage, Crush Groove, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Body Rock.
But here's the thing. Now there's just so much.
Now there's information. Yeah, you can get overload. You can freaking learn open heart surgery on YouTube. So yeah, dude. YouTube is a great source of learning different things, but from my experience, I like to find the source. So that way you know what its true essence was when it was created, and then find out who's innovating it now, so you can see where it's going. And then you take that and interpret that into what you can take and you know, what you could take from that, and then see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Take that knowledge, take that information, and be a hybrid of both. So that way you have the true essence of the old school, the foundation, and you also have a bit of where it's going now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like.
So let me take it a little bit further. The reason why I mentioned this is because not everybody is as lucky as we are to be able to actually find the pioneers, find the source themselves, right?
Right.
So this video might be seeing somebody from India or somebody from different country.
So what I mean by that is finding the source is find out, like, say for example, if you're curious about locking, find out who the original lockers are. Get to know each dancer, not like reach out and find out their information and freaking stalk their house. I'm talking about find their footage. I'm sure that there's footage of them on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So find the footage of who you like or the styles that you're interested in, and then see if that's something you want to get into. You know what I'm saying? Because at this day and age, you can see what you want to try before you can try it. Back then, it was just like you sign up for a class and you got to try it. And no turning back now. You already signed up, you know? Now it's just like you could watch it. Oh, I see this, I see this, I see this. I'm gonna dance like Kinjaz. Let's do a Kinjaz class. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like you know, I like this, I like that, I like some crumping. Let's do a crumping class. You know, you could pick and choose. Back then it's just like we only took what was out there because we had very limited resources. You know? But I'm so blessed. You and I, all of us were all so blessed to be able to have learned and get knowledge and learn from their experiences from the people that we, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it's our job, it's our duty to kind of pass that down.
For sure.
You know, because dude, like you said, once this is done, it's done. Who's gonna know the story?
That's right.
So
That's
it's
absolutely
best to
true,
pass
man.
that down.
Yeah. Bro, how we doing on time?
I have not received a call yet, so we're good to keep going.
All right, let's do this. I want to try to get towards the end. I know there's tons of stories I wanted you to share.
We'll save it for the next episode. Let's do it next month.
Yeah, we got to do that. But for
I
now,
want to share footage because I got footage, you guys.
Yeah, we got to see that. Well, real quick shout out to Luis and OD. Thanks for dropping in, brother.
Hey, you guys. What up, y'all?
Really appreciate y'all. Check this out. Okay, so this is what I call this or that. If you haven't seen it, this is where you're gonna. This is where you're gonna have to. There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
I know, but still.
But I like to hear your thinking as to why you choose one or the other. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Here we go. This or that. Breaking or beat street.
That's so hard because, bro, the Mexican chick from Breaking 2, Beat Street. Beat Street, because that battle, bro, you cannot. That is like the most legendary New York City Breakers versus Rocksteady crew. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You cannot beat that. It's got to be Beat Street. And I can't hear you anymore, Seach. Your audio went out. I see Odie. Odie. What up, bro? Yeah, your audio is gone, brother. Peanut butter or Nutella? I can't hear you at all, but I'm gonna answer.
All right.
I just had a peanut butter and jelly Smuckers, so I'm gonna say Nutella, not Nutella, Nutella. Trying to get that nut. Oh, Prince or Michael? Musically, like, man, you can hear both of them all day and all night. Yep. Prince is on that sexy time, Michael's on that dancey time. That's so hard, dude. That is a hard one. But because of the music selections that I have and the remixes that I have, I'm gonna say Michael. Because I can represent on some Michael all day.
All right, cool.
But you know, I performed more dances to Michael. Yeah. Super sandwich. I don't know. That's hard because I love some fatine am. But I also love some freaking pastrami sandwiches too. Hot pastrami. Oh, that sounds hella good. I know you got the munchies. Maybe it's just me. I'm gonna go sandwich.
Sandwich. All right, cool.
Air or water? See, that's tough because you know you can't have one without the other, or you need one.
That's true.
You need them both.
Yeah.
Our body's made up of a lot of water, but we need air to breathe and live.
That's right.
Now, I'm thinking of this in a superhero perspective. Okay, do I want to be Aquaman or do I want to fly? I want to fly. I'm gonna choose air.
Okay. Good. Can you hear me still or no?
And because of the sports that I do, the extreme sports, we kind of fly. We jump in the air. We launch ramps, and so you're in the air for a second.
That's
so I'm
true.
Pick air.
Yep. All
Boom.
right.
Basketball or football? Oh shit. So here's a hard one because, bro, I am not a regular sports fan. I am more into extreme sports.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
Back when we were doing phase 2 in college with Ron and Alexis and Brian Simeon and Bert was in there for a stint, and rest in peace Don Isidro and the rest of the whole phase 2 gang. We used to perform for the basketball games. So I'm gonna say basketball.
Iced coffee, hot coffee.
I don't do either anymore. Like I only drank coffee when I used to work the graveyard shift when I used to work at the casino in San Jose at the Casino Matrix.
Yeah.
And that didn't really work out. I don't know, man. If we were to go to Starbucks, I would get like a Frappuccino. So I'm going to say iced coffee.
Iced coffee.
That doesn't really count though, but whatever. Over, please. Facebook or IG? Oh man, that's tough. Didn't Facebook buy Instagram? So either way, it's going to go to Facebook. Right?
Okay.
So here's my answer. So check this out. I recently just added my Instagram back. You know, I deleted my account and I recently got back on and I'm trying to get all the homies back. So I'm gonna say Facebook because more of my folks are there.
Got it.
At the present time. Meat or veggies? I'm a carnivore. Well, actually, no, I'm a strict vegetarian. And that's VAG, vag. I like meat.
All right, cool.
Sorry if there's kids in the room. Mayo or mustard? Okay, so check this out. There's this dope burger spot around here in Vegas called Freddy's Burgers and Freddy's Steak Burgers. My bad, steak burgers. And they don't put ketchup; they put mustard, and it's pretty good. So I'm gonna say mustard.
Okay, cool.
For now.
All right.
Pancake or waffle?
Right.
Ooh, that's a tough one, dog. I'm gonna say pancakes because I can roll them up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, pancakes.
You can roll them up. Cool.
Horror or comedy? Oh, damn, that's a hard one, bro. Oh man, I love a good comedy and I love a good horror. What's hard about horrors is that living in LA kind of ruined horror movies for me because I got to see some things behind the scenes and it's like it's not as scary anymore. So I need to find myself a good horror movie. And I've seen a lot of good comedy, so I'm gonna lead towards the latter and say horror. Hey,
all right.
Special effects, big shout out to them, and sound. Sound plays a great big deal in horror films. Try watching a horror film in silent, in mute, and it's not scary.
Right.
Strength or flexibility? Oh snap, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I say flexibility. Yeah, because with flexibility you could build strength. You know what I'm saying?
Very good.
If you're hella buff, it's going to be harder to be flexible, I think.
That's right.
I could be wrong, but I'm going to choose flexibility.
All right.
I see Natron up in here. Woo!
Sup, Nate?
Shout out. Motorcycle or bicycle? Ooh, I've never owned a motorcycle. Well, actually, no. I owned a 50 in high school for a brief moment, but then sold it really quickly. And I've been wanting a bicycle because I saw Rad. And that shit makes me want to build a BMX.
Rad,
plus Alexis was hooking us up with bikes, not bikes, but Fox gear.
Fox gear.
So bicycles. Okay. And I need a bike, Alexis. I'm on iOS. I'm a Mac head.
Right.
Tupac or Biggie? Oh snap, dog.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's a tough question. I'm gonna go with Tupac.
Yep.
Music or podcast? So, okay, I can't hear you, but I wanted to ask a question about this one. What does that mean by music? Like just listening to stuff on your phone? Like listening to music like on your turntables?
How about now? Can you hear me now? Or
oh, I can hear you. See, what the fuck, dog?
Maybe.
Why are you hiding all this time? Now can we start over now so I can hear you? Because I didn't hear any of your responses, so I don't know if they're good.
I know. I was trying to get in. So music podcast. This is basically when you're driving, right? Do you listen to music? Or,
okay.
Or working out.
I've been listening to Twitch, to be honest. So I follow a shit ton of DJs and streamers, and that's my life right now, dude.
Wait, Twitch.
Whenever I tune into stuff, if I'm not studying for my next set or just like looking for music to dig, I'm on Twitch.
You're talking Twitch as in Twitch.tv, right? Okay.
Twitch.tv. Yep, they got everything there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like damn, I missed out on all the
magic. See, so we got to save it for next month.
Okay.
We'll do it another one. Blue or red? I'm gonna say red because I remember from my last dance crew we had a dance routine called Red Pill.
The Red Pill.
The red
all
pill.
right.
That was one of my favorites.
Salsa
or bachats? I'm gonna say horchata. I mean bachata.
Horchata is pretty good too.
Yes, I want some right now. Oh my god, bachata. Right. Because I remember the class being taught at our studio. Big shout out to the Get Down.
Yeah.
Passenger or driver? Ooh.
Yes.
So okay, I have mixed feelings about this because man, when we're driving somewhere, I'd rather just chill and have somebody drive, and I could be DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because dude, if
you're talking about like a road trip.
Yeah, whenever we're on road trips, you already know I'm not driving. Well, I will drive if we need to, but I'll sit shotgun and I'll DJ and we'll have music the whole time. That's basically what my job was. So I like passenger, but in life, you got to be the driver. You got to take charge.
Very good.
And just to also build on that really quick, because of like, say for example, I do FPV piloting, and you put on the goggles and you're flying, you're in control. Rather, it's like a roller coaster that you control, and I like that feeling rather than just being sitting and just feeling that thrill.
So driver of your life,
passenger.
We're on a road trip.
Yeah.
Passenger. All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh,
Cardio or weights?
cardio or weights? Right now, I'm on cardio because I've been hitting the skate park pretty hard lately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to get it
Yeah.
back,
For
get on the
sure, for
basics.
sure. This is another episode that we probably have to get to because you've been like a extreme athlete. You've been skating, skateboard, and
And
inline skating
inline, yep,
for a long time. So
long time.
don't know a lot of people knew that,
Since the
but
90s, since like it
yeah.
first came out. Me and my brother were in the first X Games in SF. There's a fun fact for you guys. And my brother made the cover of Inline magazine that year. From
You're
that
talking about you're
competition,
talking about Ray, right?
Ray Bernal. Yep, he was on the
Ray.
cover of Inline magazine from that competition. And
That's
Big Brother
sick.
was salty. Woo! I was mad. I was like, "What?
Where's
How
my
dare you?"
cover?
Yeah, but it was so dope, dude. Like, man, that's a huge accomplishment, and we were just having fun, you know.
That's dope, man. That's
And that's what I love about blading is because it's like you're working out, you're working both your leg muscles and your cardio. And if you're
Mhm.
working on grinds and like skate park stuff like I am, you're working a lot of your muscles and you're
Yeah,
working cardio, and it's your focus as well. And so it's like it's helping me center in so many ways that I can apply that to my life,
for
not
sure.
just skating. And so it's cool. I'm really having fun with it.
Hey, on a different note, what do you say for people that says, "Hey, I'm kind of too old to get started"? Not just even in dance. We're talking about everything, right? Dance, skating as well, right? What do you say to that?
Age is nothing but a number. I mean, you're limited to your physical abilities, right?
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
find your range and then explore it. You know what I'm saying? See what you're capable of, and then try to push yourself just a little bit each day. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be freaking Tony Hawk right off the bat. He wasn't Tony Hawk right. Well, he was born that way, but he wasn't that
Right,
good, right? You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
He wasn't that good.
Yeah,
He had to train and get good,
yeah,
and
right.
that's with everything. Some people have natural talent to pick things up, and that's great.
Yeah.
But like my man Luke Skywalker said,
Mm,
talent without training is nothing.
that's right.
This
That's
is the
right.
way.
That's awesome. All right, let's move forward. Here we go. Dog or cat?
Dog.
Dog. Shop online or in store?
Oh shit, man. See, that's
Yeah.
hard because I miss being able to go to a store and try on clothes. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Touching and feeling it.
nowadays, the way that it works is people will order clothes a size smaller and a size bigger. So they'll order 3 and then return 2. That's not a way to shop, dude. That's a way to go broke.
That's the Amazon wardrobe, right? You get
That's
to
Amazon, that's Gap, that's Old Navy, that's Banana Republic. That's everything, dude. Well, I mean, like, that's just the way to do it now. I mean, unless if you know your size, but if you're trying like a whole new thing, it's like, dude, if you buy one size and then return it and exchange it for another one, it's going to take a while. So
right.
people will just buy multiple of the same thing and just return the ones that don't fit, because it saves that time and pressure.
Right.
But yeah, I do miss shopping in store for real.
Mhm.
But thank God, luckily for here in Nevada, we are not on hardcore lockdown as unfortunately as it is in some other places.
Right.
And
Right.
I got to go record shopping. Yeah, you can still go shops out here, so it's pretty cool as long as you got your face mask and
Yeah.
you're not sick.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
pretty cool. But yeah,
Cool.
I would choose shopping in store. I miss
In
that.
store. In
Yeah.
store. Yep. Yep. Miss it too, man.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Jackson 5
Oh
new edition.
fuck, dude,
Yeah,
that is like,
Yeah, dude. Especially
shit.
for you DJs, man.
Yeah, dog. Because man, New Edition is my jam.
That's
But then
right.
Jackson 5, dog. Oh my god, we've done routines for both
For
groups,
both. Yeah. Yeah.
for Jackson 5 and New Edition.
Yeah. This one's tough, man.
As much as I want to say New Edition because I love their music, I gotta
Yeah.
say Jackson 5 because I had an experience performing for the Jackson family. We did a tribute for the Jacksons at what was it for? BMI Awards with Jabba,
Okay.
and they were all there. They were there. That shit was
Damn.
crazy, dude. Yeah, man. I got to rub elbows with some pretty cool people, man. It was pretty nice.
That's dope.
But yeah, man. So I gotta say Jackson 5. Big
Jackson.
shout out to
But
everyone
hold
who made
on.
that possible.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Jabba's also do a New Edition tour too, or
Oh no,
am I-
they did a routine, I believe. They did a routine. Oh, I don't know. They might
Okay.
have. They could have. I don't know.
What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about something else. Okay, never
I
mind.
would love to be on New Edition. No, Jabba's did New Kids.
New Kids.
I was on that
Okay.
one. Holy shit, that was a
Okay.
fun tour.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's a whole story in itself. So
That's what I'm saying, dude. We got to
we'll,
get you back for more stories, dude.
we could talk on Java and Groovaloos and
Right.
Mindtricks
Yeah.
and Jedi. Like,
That's gonna be upcoming story
oh
time.
shit.
Story time with W1shOne. That's what we're gonna call it.
For sure.
All
Hell yeah.
right. All right. Moving
Funny or
forward. Come on.
smart? Ooh, man. You could be smart and be hella rude and not funny.
Hey.
I think. What?
Oh, I was gonna flip it. Right. What about in a girl?
Okay, and a female.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What do you look
If
for?
she could be funny and if she has no intelligence, then that's like not fun.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
true.
that's
That's true.
not
Okay.
great. So
Right.
it kind of goes both ways, man. Like, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know, man.
So what would you say you are though? Are you more on the funny side or you're the smart side?
It depends on the subject.
Okay.
What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we all, there's always something we know, and there's always something we don't know, you know?
Right.
I like to say I'm funny, but sometimes I'm not. Sometimes it's serious.
That's fair. That's
But
fair.
yeah, man, that's a really hard one to answer.
Right.
Because intelligence is important, you know?
Sure.
But if you don't have a sense of humor, then shit, man.
That's right.
You could be shit out of luck.
That's
but
right.
Still be optimistic about it. But you know, I don't know.
All right, that's cool. All right, let's move forward. Dining or delivery?
I really like the experience. And again,
of delivery or
no,
dining?
of dining.
Okay.
Because,
Okay. Right.
you know,
yeah.
with the given situation, you know, you take things away and it's going to make you want it more. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, what's your best dining experience? Where?
Naked sushi? No, I'm just kidding. No, I want to. Do we have that here? I think they might have some like.
You're in Vegas. There's everything there, probably.
Yeah, with them wearing masks. No, I don't know, man. There's so many great restaurants out here, and I have so many yet to experience. I don't know, man. That's a really hard one to pinpoint. But just recently, I went to this place called Slater's 50/50 Burger.
Okay.
Holy moly.
That's the one, huh?
I don't know, man. It's crazy. I mean, there's some other stuff that I have lined up that I have yet to try, but I'm just saying recently. That's
now.
What
is it because the food is good or the experience?
It's a nice experience. It's pretty cool. It's like a tapestry. They got like beer and stuff on tap. I'm not really much of a beer drinker, but for those who are, there's some info right there. But they're known for their burgers and their shakes, and their shakes are freaking amazing. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture. I gotta show this to you, dog.
All right. So yeah, for sure. If anybody's in town in Vegas, we definitely got to try that one. What's the name of that again?
Slater's 50/50 Burger. Oh, look, that's a shake.
50. Okay.
That's s'mores. Behind the straw is toasted marshmallows. And then there's an actual s'more in there.
So definitely got to chalk that up. Next time I'm in town, we're gonna have to go there.
Their burger I had the 50/50 burger, so it's 50/50. What do you call that? I forgot the name of the beef, but it's 50/50 of that and bacon. Yeah, they also have a wagyu burger. If you want to mess with that. Yeah, dude, it's serious. It's serious. So we're gonna have to eat that and then get ready for like nap time.
Okay. That sounds good.
But I can't say that that's the greatest experience, but that's just what I had recently, and I really enjoyed that. It was super good.
Cool. That's fair. All right.
Uber or Lyft? I gotta say Lyft because big shout out to the homie, my brother Giz Daddy, Nathan Yap. He's repping for Lyft. All right. Gotta give a big shout out to them.
Cool.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. Okay, so funny story. I met a couple of them from each group. So Backstreet Boys, this one was funny. We were at this place called the Griddle Cafe in LA. My family came to visit, and so we went to go eat there one morning because it's like a breakfast spot. And their food there is ginormous. So like they're feeding you like you're like a hungry ass Samoan. you order hash browns and it's for the whole table. So it's like a cake. You order pancakes, you order one for the whole table. You know what I'm saying? So it's like their a la carte is ginormous. And so we went out there and we got in line to get inside. And waiting outside with us was a couple of the Backstreet Boys kicking it with I think it was Tone. Talawega, one of the housing authorities. So they were working on some project or whatever. But
Mm.
my niece Millicent was with us, and she was just like starstruck. And I was like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I turned around, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Cool.
Wow.
That's right. And so we got to sit kind of near them, and I wasn't really tripping, but they kicked everybody out.
Oh, what?
Like everybody. Like we had to pack up our food and leave. And I was like, what? We just got here. We just got our food. Why? And they're like, oh, because somebody's coming in and we're gonna have to close down. And I was like, oh shit, whatever, fine, let's go. And so we got our food, and as we were leaving, instead of going out through the front way, we went to the back way.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we were supposed to do that, but I kind of saw who was coming out of their SUV.
Uh-huh.
And it was freaking Johnny Depp and his family.
What?
They closed down so he can eat there.
What?
I was like, why they kicking out Backstreet Boys then, dude? Dang, that's messed up. Kicking it off the curb. Sheesh.
Wow.
But you know, at that time, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean was starting to rise. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, his superstardom was starting to hit. So I understood, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go. Let's go.
Freaking 21 Jump Street, man.
So that's my Backstreet Boys experience with NSYNC. I remember bumping into them because I used to teach at Millennium Dance Complex in Hollywood, California, off of Lancashire. And they used to practice and rehearse there all the time. So I would see them. And also at the time, Justin was doing his Justified tour.
Okay.
And Marty Kadoka and Super Dave were working on that project. So I would see them a lot. I'd see him a lot at the Dome, even taking class. And that was pretty sick to see, just seeing how he can learn and this fool can seriously get down. Like he could pick up choreography like hella good. And for him to learn like Super Dave style, like that says a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Dave, his style it's water. You know what I mean? It can go each and every way. You know, he can melt. He's just freaking magic. And for a singer, performer of that caliber, to see him adapt to that style, that was just freaking amazing. And I even have footage. I have footage of when Super Dave and was choreographing for Justin's solo. I got footage of that shit. I got to put that out.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Maris too, because she was dancing for Justin at the time. She hooked up.
So would you say out of all the members of these two groups, Justin would be the best dancer out of all of them? Would you hands down say that?
Out of all the groups, both of these two? I don't know, because I didn't really get to see any of the rest of the NSYNC like train.
Oh, okay.
So I can't really tell. I only saw like JC like backstage when the guys were doing like ABDC stuff.
Right.
But I didn't really get to like see them in action, other than just like passing by in the hallways or seeing them right before or after rehearsals. Yeah. But yeah, I really appreciate Justin's work ethic with learning choreography, because he really went to work at it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just like one of those guys, oh, okay, we got rehearsal, let's do this real quick and then leave.
Right.
He like really studied. He really freaking put in the work. And so
that's dope.
That's important for artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to like cut any corners or skip any steps. He freaking just went straight forward and covered all the grounds.
Wait, so did you even choose one? I don't remember if you chose one.
NSYNC. I got to choose NSYNC because one of my biggest auditions that I didn't make was for NSYNC. It was for the pop video. And so during that audition, there was freaking hundreds of people in that dome. And we were in there, and I was the last Asian. I was the last one, and they cut me. I was the last Asian to get cut. They picked Kevin Tancherone, which is cool. I don't have a problem with that. But I was just like, at the time, I wasn't even really like tripping. I was just like, okay, this is cool. We're learning some choreography, and it's Brian Friedman. Different kind of style, but I'll try. I kind of messed up at the end, but do what you do. And at the end of the day, it was pretty tight because he remembered me. And like, later on down the line, like he knew me from that audition, and also recognized when we started doing work with Jabba, and he was like, hey, I remember you from that.
That's dope.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah,
that's
and
cool.
he's super dope too. Brian Friedman, big shout out to him.
Remember, this is another opportunity for you to share stories, because I mean, all these auditions for different dance tours and stuff.
Which I got to bring up Nappy Tabs. Napoleon and Tabitha, dude. When we did that Pepsi commercial, they were gunning for that job too. You know what I'm saying? And during a lot of the stuff that whole process, like even Culture Shock.
Yeah, real quick, can you
Vegas, which was them.
Yes.
That was Napoleon and Tabitha, Buddy and Tabs back then. That was their thing.
Right.
We were at Culture Shock, San Francisco, not Oakland.
Yeah.
SF.
And for those that don't know, Buddy and Tabitha, they also they choreograph for what's that big show?
Everybody, everything,
They did almost everything. Yeah.
J-Lo, I think, is probably one of the biggest things that they did recently.
Okay.
But dude, they do everything, bro. Like
Yeah.
they're the illest.
Yeah.
They're the best of the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Buddy and Tabitha. Okay, let's move forward.
Moving. Text or phone call?
Text or
Phone
phone
call
call.
because I miss voices, but man, that shit makes me nervous sometimes. Texting is the easiest form of communication, but man, so much can get lost in
Right.
translation.
Right.
How do you really feel love from a text? How do you really feel sarcasm
Right.
and understand that through a
Yeah.
text? You know, you can't be cynical. You can't do anything. You know?
Right.
You're
right.
limited.
Yeah.
An emoji? Come on.
Right. Yeah, this reminds me of that skit, Key and Peele skit. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Which one?
Where the Key and Peele skit.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah, it was a text thing where you just got to see it. Anyways. Okay, let's move forward.
Okay. Sammy. Ooh, that's tough.
Sammy Nicholas Brothers. Yeah.
I know everybody's picking Nicholas Brothers though. I know it. So I'm gonna go left field.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna say Sammy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Sammy. I don't know if you guys know his history, but you guys got to know his history too.
I don't know if he had a Netflix special or something like that, but I saw a documentary.
He deserves one for sure.
Yeah, it was
Nicholas
incredible.
Brothers should have a whole new movie too. I think they deserve like the illest freaking representation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see these dancers, both of them, shine in the light that they deserve.
For
Sammy
sure.
Davis Jr. and the Nicholas Brothers. Hell yeah.
For sure.
But I'm gonna choose Sammy for that. Money or free time? Oh snap, that's tough. So in the day and age we live in, you know what I'm saying? Money talks, but you need time to spend that money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People say that you need if you have money, then you could buy time. Well, that's not true. What if your lifespan isn't that?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, that's kind of tough, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Shoot, that's tough. I want to say free time. I want to say free time. Yeah,
right.
let's lean on there.
That's fair. Good. Okay,
car or truck? Ooh, I have a car right now, so let's say car.
Okay. Day or night?
Ooh, I like the day.
Yeah.
Only because it's like we're children of the sun. You know what I'm saying? We're kids of the sun. I don't know. I feel like when we have shorter days and it gets dark really quick, I get tired, and it affects my mood and it affects my energy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really hard to like. I don't know. I feel I'm not as productive, but I can be productive. But I just feel like if it's daytime, I'll want to do more.
Yes. You know, speaking of which, today is December 21st, which is a winter solstice. So we got the least amount of day. And also, I don't know if you saw that what do they call it? Conjuncture, where the Jupiter and Saturn is actually lining up today.
Yes.
It's
so it could be something interesting tonight.
Something
might happen.
Hey, something magical would happen.
Something magical.
Cool. All right, let's move forward. Rhythm or balance?
Ooh, balance is awesome, but I feel like rhythm is universal. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have good balance to have rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to have limbs to have rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You could blink to the beat. You could tap to the beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say rhythm.
Yeah.
But balance is great.
Balance. Yeah.
Ooh, taco or burritos? I love tacos. I love burritos too. Man.
Is there like a really good taco or burrito place in Vegas?
All of them.
All of them are good.
I'm still on the search. I have not yet found the one yet. But I did find some pretty badass carne asada fries at Roberto's. That's right here. I'm gonna say taco, just because. I don't know.
Yeah. Remember the La Vix in San Jose?
Oh yeah. That place is pretty cool. That's all right. Yeah, man. Their sauce is really spicy.
Their sauce. Everybody talk about their sauce. Yeah.
The orange sauce.
Hey, big shout out to Fred and K Fresh.
Hey, what up, you guys? Original Video Rat. Okay, fresh
Yeah.
in his house. What up, y'all?
All
Good
right,
to see you
moving
guys.
forward. Oh, actually, that's it, bro. You did hella good, man.
Yes, but can we go back and do the other ones? Because I didn't hear
I
your
I
responses.
know, dude. I was like, damn it. I thought it was my connection on the thing, but
Oh,
anyways,
it's all good.
I'm learning. I'm learning,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
So
So I don't have. I have 5:15 is my time to go,
it's time. Okay.
but it's 3:30, so we got time, son.
Oh man,
At
this
least you
is
got to
so.
bounce.
No, man. I'm here to just absorb off of you and your stories.
What
Like
do
I
you want to
said.
know? Ask away.
Okay, let's talk about some funny stories that you have.
Oh
Okay,
shit, yo.
and I remember a video, but we're not going to show the video. But I remember when you went to LA.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about it's a struggle because everybody's trying to fight for the job, right?
Yes, yes, it
And
is.
when you can't get your job, you have to get what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that you had to do
Oh,
was
dog, come on. I knew
learn
it.
jazz, right?
Yeah. Well, I had to learn that before that.
Okay.
I took like 2 years of jazz when I went to Gianza College because we just needed the training. And that
Right.
helped me so much, dude. Yo, if you guys are a street dancer and you've never taken a jazz class and you really want to know your range and know your body.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing is I wasn't aware of my body as much as I should. And by doing jazz, I learned that. I learned how to spot my turns better. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
learned how to center my balance better
Yeah.
through jazz. I
Yeah.
would have taken ballet if I could, but yo, man, that shit is just way too strict for me.
Dude. Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
I just didn't have the right teachers, but my jazz teachers, man, big shout out to them. And yo, if anybody is trying to get into dance and wants to really like get awareness of your body and feel that out, try jazz class. Like it's important. I feel like it is, you know, and especially like if you want to be an industry dancer and you're a street dancer, you have to know, because of course they'll pick the specialty dancers to do that little dun 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 dun. But if you want to make the money, you're in the full production, and the dancers that do everything get paid, and then they'll get booked on everything else because they'll be like, oh, this guy does everything. This girl does this and does that and does this and does that. Book her. That's what it is. They don't want to just have head spinner. Because there's 100 head spinners. They're going to pick Rainin because he can head spin and do choreography and do jazz. Feel me? That's what it is.
Multifaceted.
Yeah, especially for industry. You know what I'm saying? And like if I were to ever make a crew or if I ever wanted to learn dance, I would want to learn all of them. I want to be freaking Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do, all that junk. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Learn everything and be the hybrid of everything. So that way it's like more vocab, dude, more knowledge, more power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you're battling somebody who has a style you don't have,
Yeah.
then how are you going to respond, you know? But if you know that style already, then dude, you're going to have conversations all day long. And that's what a cypher is, right? You're trying to speak with no words. You know,
Very
I'm
true.
talking to you with my moves. You're going to speak to me with your moves, and hopefully we have something in common. And that's how the cypher builds, right?
Yep. Dude, that's great, bro. You know, we've been chatting for a while, and what I want to do is bring you back on future talks, as there's so much story, and for us to just get to it right away.
You just
it'll
need
be
to come
so
to
much.
Vegas and we can go do this live at a casino.
I know. But hey, real quick though, I want to show everybody this. This is your Instagram.
My
This is your Instagram.
Yeah,
So-
add me, guys.
Yeah, so this is a great way for people to follow you. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So we want to make
Follow
sure
me there,
we
follow
know.
me on Twitch, follow me on Facebook. It's all good.
Yeah. So here
It's
in
all, it's all
Instagram.
the same. It's all relevant, consistent. Also, if you guys want my mixes, excuse me, I'm on Mixcloud.
Excellent.
MIXCLOUD.com. And it's the same. Wish one with the number one for the I and Wish.
That's right. I was gonna say that. This is the W and then the number one. Wish
Shone.
one. Wish W1shOne.
I hate when people say that, but it's like that's why, like on my description, it says it in the brackets. Like,
Right. Wish one. W1shOne. All right. Cool. This is a great way for everybody to get a hold of you. So again, you're single.
Yes,
Ready to mingle. So ladies,
and
hit
it's Christmas, so let it jingle.
Brother, it is always fun to chat with you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing all the stories, man.
Thank
For
you, guys.
sure, gotta have you back to share more.
I'm
You
always
know,
down, dog. And you gotta do one for me too. So when I do one on my show, I'm gonna have you.
anytime for you, bro. Anytime.
Oh yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. Thank you guys all for checking it out and enjoying our time.
Hey, are you
And
gonna
stories.
spend now? Because
I
if
could.
anybody,
I mean, I'm chilling until like 5.
okay. So fellas, for everybody, if you're on Twitch, head over to Wish's Twitch channel. And again, that's W1shOne, W1shOne Twitch, twitch.tv. Head over there because he spins, brother. He spins. And just go chill with him right then.
I
All
spend like
right.
busyness. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Word them up. Thanks, Each. What do you get? What you about to get into now?
Right now, man, I got 3 kids at home, but
I feel it.
they are
I'm waiting
actually
for my
out of
two.
school. Yeah, because yours is coming up. You got to go pick them up real soon, but
Yeah.
you got a little bit of time. So thank you, and everybody, thanks for joining us. We're gonna have Wish back again for sure.
Yes. Big shout out to everybody who made this possible. Thank you, Siege. Big shout out to Gary Kendall. Big shout
Yes,
out to
G1.
everybody. You know what I'm saying? Much love. Big shout out to all the crews and
Yep,
everybody who's watching, who's inspired. Hopefully, this sparked something. You know what I mean? Gave you an idea or an insight or perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's
exactly,
how it starts. So
exactly.
feed that curiosity and jump in the groove.
Yep. Thanks again. Oh, one more thing. Tonight, 9 o'clock, I'm gonna be doing my free popping training
Oh yes,
drills. So feel free to jump on in.
I'm gonna
And
try.
for
I'm gonna try my best.
oh, thanks. It's always a pleasure having you in there, bro. I really love it when you ask questions.
Oh hell yeah.
And
Oh
I know
yeah, because
you're asking for a lot of the beginners, but and I know beginners really don't
it's hard
maybe
because
too shy.
or sometimes speaking for myself, sometimes we don't know the right questions to ask. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And so it's like it takes somebody to ask, and it's like, oh, okay,
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just want to say one thing for everybody, um, that I learned from G. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Mm,
That's
ain't
it.
nothing to it but to do it.
Nothing to it but to do it.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you again, everybody. I will see you guys tonight, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.
Word
We
up.
out.
Later, y'all.